Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, New York, who rule well, and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity to the four corners of the earth. I always want to get into a quick lesson about how the grinding is ceasing here in Babylon, aka America.
Yep, and you got these trucking companies, okay? They're, abruptly just basically, shutting down, man.
Yeah.
And they're not giving their, workers any warning. And, trucking's, that's a huge industry out here in America. And, that's a lot of middle-class jobs right there. And not only is it a lot of middle-class jobs, also, hey, how are you going to get your, your food and your goods, okay, if these trucking companies, shut down, all right, which, that's going to, with these trucking companies shutting down, that's going to lead to famines, all right? It's just, one step closer to these, horrific times, all right? It's going to come here to America.
Right.
Start reading it?
Yeah, this is the CDLlife.com. This Alabama trucking company abruptly shuts down. The company's drivers say that they were shocked when they were told to clean out their trucks and return them to the terminal on Wednesday. All right, this just happened this week. An Alabama-based trucking company suddenly announced that they are going out of business, leaving their drivers without a job. All right, so the grinding is ceasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these trucking companies, these truckers, they move all these products that you go out and buy in the store. They have to get there somehow, and these truckers, by hauling them from state to state, they bring them to you for your convenience, man, and that's coming to an end, all right, because America is shutting down, all right? Let me get the other one. There's another trucking company. This is on the news, fox8.com. Falcon Transport Trucking Company abruptly ceases operations, leaving some drivers stranded without pay. Now, you see, here it is. These guys are working, right? Expecting their money at the end of the week or every 2 weeks, whenever the hell it is, we're under Esau, Edom's kingdom right now, under his system. So they don't pay you daily like the scripture says, all right? They withhold it. Now, a lot of these drivers came to surprise that the company is... just went out of business, and now they're not going to get paid for the work they've done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that hurts these, people's, not only their pockets, but their, the morale, man. All right, their company just, fired them. Now they got to look for a new job. They're basically panicking. Anybody that gets fired, out of nowhere, they're going to be, they're going to be in that panic mode because they were secure. They were happy, they were comfortable.
Absolutely.
So now that's gonna, affect a lot of things, man.
Right. So Youngstown, Ohio, employees of Falcon Transportation, a trucking company headquartered in the Youngstown area, are out of work after they were abruptly notified by email late Saturday that Falcon is out of business, shutting down, and that employees are to cease whatever work they are doing immediately. All right. So yeah, I mean, and this is just a domino effect. This is gonna go across the board, all over America. And being the virgin daughter of Babylon, America's never experienced this thing, man. All right. So it's gonna put a lot of people in shock and bring morale to a very super ultra low here in America. Let me get us some scriptures.
Right, yeah, get that.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yeah, so that's what we tell our people. Remember the Creator in the days of thy youth before those evil days come about. All right? seek the Lord while he may be found, because this place is crumbling. It's crumbling. Before you know it, there's going to be martial law. There's going to be some type of false flag, a major false flag, which is going to shock this whole country, not only this country, but also the world, man. All right, and that's going to lead to martial law, and everyone's lives is going to change with the snap of a finger, pretty much like how 9/11 was. The second 9/11 happened, the whole United States and world changed after that day.
Yeah, overnight.
Yep, overnight. And it's going to happen, but on a greater scale, okay, in this next, event. So it's time to seek the Lord while he may be found,
Yeah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, confusion of faces that go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You guys make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is who we're calling out, specifically the elect of Israel, because they're the ones in the scriptures that are promised to have mercy and to be woken up and to be saved.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 3, Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, so basically, the keepers of the house, which are the elites, they're trembling. All right? They're the ones who own everything. They're nervous because they see, first and foremost, the prophets of the Lord waking up, the nation of Israel rising up, and they also see these chariots of the Heavenly Father, which they call UFOs. All right? They're seeing more and more of those, so they're getting real nervous and scared because they know that their time is short. All right? They know they have a short time, as it says in Revelation 12:12. All right? And what else does it say?
Verse 4?
It says, but it says, and the grinders cease, all right, because they are few, all right?
Okay.
Look, the jobs are getting, scarcer and scarcer out here, all right? There's less and less grinders, all right? There's less and less workers. They don't have jobs, man. People are, fighting for these. It's getting to a point now where people are literally fighting to get these app jobs. That's how serious it is.
Yeah, and a lot of them are people with so-called college degrees, because they can get a job in their field, something that pays according to their skill set, but little do they know that all these degrees are just getting them away from the truth, because you're just dumbing yourself down. You're paying to get dumbed down in this society, man. Because that whole college degree and whether it's just an undergraduate or a master's degree or a doctorate, it's just a facade, man. It's not real. It's just a bullshit. What's the word I'm looking for?
It's a status symbol.
Yeah, it's just a status symbol that's not going to get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's only realistically, there's only a few jobs that are out there with where you actually have to have a degree. It's like really pretty much being basically like a so-called doctor, dentist.
Something specialized.
Yes, a specialized skill. Other than that, though, all these a
social worker.
Yeah, it's being a social worker, being an anthropologist, so on and so forth. That's a useless skill, man. All right, it really is.
No, I know.
They make you go to. You can find those jobs are the type of jobs where you can't sit there and learn. You
sit there and learn.
You can't sit there and learn when you're it's a lot. You threw me off. You're not gonna sit there and learn at school. You have to actually be at the job, to get those skills. All right.
Oh yeah, definitely hands on. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem like you need a degree. They set the curriculum. They give you all these prerequisites that you don't need, that you're never gonna use, and they just paint this American dream, and part of that dream is going to college. Which is all a bunch of bullshit. You're just leading yourself, your children astray from the truth, man. And the greatest gift that you could ever get or receive is the truth, man. The true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the law, statutes, commandments, who you really are, all right? Doing the work. These are the greatest gifts on earth, man. All right? Having your name written in heaven, I mean, man, rejoice over that. Not some college degree that's not going to lead you anywhere but to an app-based job, or at Starbucks or wherever you work at.
or being in debt.
Yeah, in debt. A lot of these people are in debt, man.
Yeah.
With interest.
That's right. Keep going.
Yeah, there's Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know, everything across the board is coming down low. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushai with you, you're gonna fall with America, man. If you're not noticing that America is crumbling right now, it's because you're crumbling with it.
Yep. Get Isaiah like 19. Check 19 and 19 and like 16.
Okay.
Should say like the Egypt. Shall be no work in Egypt right there. 15.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 19 verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
That's right. And America is spiritually Egypt. All right, it's one of the code names in the Bible. Mm-hmm. And like I said, there's going to be no more work. And you're seeing that. You're seeing jobs. It's dwindling down, man. No one has money. People out here can't even afford a house. People could barely afford basic necessities anymore. No one has like extra cash flow. All right, and then you're seeing it. That's why there's all these stores closing down. These, parks. These amusement parks, theaters. The entertainment industry, world and industry and all that. It's coming to a halt, man. That's because no one has that extra cash to go, do pleasurable things anymore.
Right.
And it's just showing in I was gonna say get that second Ezra, because with that, with all these jobs coming to a halt, that's gonna lead to mass chaos and civil unrest here in America. All right. Mm-hmm. And can you start at I guess start at 18. I'll just get to the point.
Okay, kind of. Yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what should I do when these evils shall come?
That's right, so all these things are coming. All right, before Yahushua comes back, these things must come to pass, civil unrest, famines, lack of jobs, riots, race riots, class riots, food riots, whatever, diseases. These things must come to pass, all right? These evil days, man. Evil times, okay?
Right. It's going to be a season of death,
Yeah.
Because people, people are not going to, the love of many shall wax cold, and people are not going to care for one another, They're just going to, and it's going to be lawlessness out here, They're going to be, putting judgment into their own hands. They're going to see what you got, and just kill you and your family and take what you have, man, because they need it and they want it. Yep. And there's no one to call. You can't call 911, and since you don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you can't call him either. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But during these times, the elect are going to be saved from it. They're going to be covered. All right.
That's right. Keep going up.
Come on.
I'm gonna come back out here.
This is verse 19, 2 Ezra 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All right? But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Yeah, so basically these things are sent to the world, okay, to get people correct, man. All right? But what do the people do? As it says in Isaiah, the third chapter, or first chapter, I think, where it says, "Why should you be stricken anymore? You shall revolt more and more." Mm-hmm. That's our people. When even though these terrible things are happening, our people still,
they don't consider.
Yeah, they don't consider.
Yeah, they don't consider at all. They just believe that everything's gonna, come back to normal. That they're gonna go back to their home and to their jobs. That everything's gonna be okay. All right. That the supermarkets, you're gonna have food again, okay? But no, man. Once this happens, it's gonna be a domino effect, and the rest of America is gonna, tumble down, and it's gonna be it, man. This place is not gonna be restored right? But eventually it's going to be burned up.
Yep, that's right. And it says, where were we at?
We're here at 20. We can go to...
Yeah, 21, and then yeah, read 22, and I think we actually have to go to chapter 15. That's what I really wanted, but this still went into it anyway.
Okay. 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
That's right. You know, that's why you have a lot of sales right now. Buy one, get one, half off. Buy one, get one free. You know, this is 20% off, 25% off. I just got an email from JCPenney saying that it's Black Friday in May, saying that, oh yeah, we have 25% off these goods and 30% off these goods, and that's never happened before.
Right.
I've never seen that in my life. And the reason why this is happening is because basically what's happening to America is all these companies are liquidating right now, right before your eyes. They're trying to get everything off the shelves, okay? Some type of they're trying to make some type of profit, or even just breaking even, because they know that this is going to shut down and they got to pack up and go, you know? But these people out here, they think that they're in a good case because, they got, a pair of shoes for $100, and the next pair was 50%, it was $50, man.
Right.
They think they're in a really good case, but little do you realize, a month from now, that store that they bought those shoes from, it's gonna close.
Right, because
that's where their brother works at, or their sister,
Because they think they're gonna wake up to their job in the morning, and that their paycheck is gonna continually come every week or every 2 weeks, as long as they work. But all that's gonna end, man. There's not gonna be any more jobs. There's not gonna be any more food or anything. All right.
Yep.
Back in verse 21. And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Yep, and that's what you're seeing. Evils are growing upon the earth. Okay, as time keeps going by, warfare is getting more intense. You're seeing more governments. They're like certain places. They're breaking down, such as like Venezuela. What do you call that? Greece, so on and so forth. The countries are breaking down to just nothing. It's going to keep getting worse. Keep reading out.
God, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
That's right.
For many of them that dwell...
That's it.
Okay, 15?
Yeah, go to 15. Go to... started, man... This whole chapter, that's another chapter.
Yeah, this whole chapter is heavy.
Just start at 15, just get to the point, and then go down to 19.
2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, and that's just talking about, whether it be race riots, or even just like class riots, food riots, People are going to, attack one another. A lot of destruction's coming. Keep going.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, and that's right. You're going to have, uprisings against the governments, which you're already seeing now, all right? And they're not going to care if you're, a mayor, alderman, congressman. They're not. Hey, people aren't going to care in that day, all right? Because of this, great tribulation coming. It's going to say, in the verses below. Keep going.
In verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, and that's that martial law, right? And that's what's going to come. Okay, when all these jobs, dwindle down, when the government clamps down harder on the people, there's going to be some type of uprising, and then, like I said, there might be a huge false flag, and then the government's just going to shut down, man. They're going to declare martial law. And then you're going to have checkpoints, you're going to have curfews, and it's going to get real out here. See, these people in America, they think everything's sweet. See, they're not used to, soldiers, holding, AK-47s or M16s in their hands, man, all right, with, a bunch of gear, on them like that. That's happening in Europe right now. That's happening throughout Europe, all right? That's happening, all around the world. You go to South America, that shit's happening right now.
Okay.
But see, it's just not here. It's just, it's very, very quiet still. It's the, what do you call it? The calm before the storm.
Yeah, that's right.
Keep going.
Verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
So that's why these things are happening, because of that pride, man. And this place in America is the most prideful place, man. It exalts pride. And that's why it's going to get thrown down with such a great destruction. Keep going.
Con. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yep, and that's why these great things in perilous times are coming, all right? Because there's going to be no resources. And going back into that article we just read, hey, that's not only going to be losing jobs, it's also going to lose, America's losing the power to transport its own goods, man. Okay?
Yeah.
So a lot of people they're going to be in a rude awakening very soon, because there's a lot of things going on. You have beef prices are going to skyrocket. Food prices in general are going to start skyrocketing by the end of this year. And if you go to the supermarket, you can already see it, man. It's going to get worse and worse, man. And then people are going to start losing jobs. Then they're not going to be able to pay their mortgage or their rent. It's going to get crazy real soon out here, And hopefully this was an edifying lesson. We just wanted to, just touch on this topic and inform the brothers and sisters out there, man. Hey, stay strong, pray up, and just stay in the spirit, man. And with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Also, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and salutations to all the brothers out there. Shalom.
Shalom wa abad babal.